middleware technologies. Today we'll be looking at how we can extract an index CVE database using OpenSearch search analytic tool. Okay, so basically we'll see like how we can download CVE data and extract it and try to index it using the OpenSearch. Okay, so currently I'm working on Fedora 35, and you need to have Docker and Docker Compose to work with this article. Okay, so what is CVE or CVE database? Okay, so as you know, like every software or every software or product that is available in the market, like there are some vulnerabilities that are exposed or that are introduced, and they are notified to a wide range of audience. Okay, so that is what CVE does. So whenever there is a vulnerability identified within a particular software or product, that are getting notified to a wide audience so that they can take the necessary action to fix it. Okay, so but what does the CVE as a database like provide? It only provides the information related to what is the issue, what is the exposure, and what is the vulnerability with that product. Okay, so that is the main purpose of what CVE does. Okay, so if you go into Google and search for CVE, okay, it takes you to cvemytab.org. Okay, so you can search for CVE over here. So let's say I search for log4j, which is the recent CVE which has impacted enterprise-wide all over the world. Okay, so this is the like CVE list related to the log4j. So if you just try to click on any of the CVE, it provides information about the CVE and what and some other details pertaining to references, but it doesn't provide you with the information related to how we can fix it, or how what are the mitigation plan which you can follow, or what is a workaround which you can follow to avoid this vulnerability. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what is NVD. Okay, so NVD is National Vulnerability Database. It is same as the CVE, but additionally it is going to provide you with information related to the fix or workaround or mitigation plan, and along with that it is going to also provide you with the CPSS score, which is basically severity and the base score that is being attached to a particular CVE based on what level of exposure or what level of vulnerability that CVE or that CVE provides. Okay, so that is the main purpose of the NVD. And NVD, like if you go and search for NVD, it will take you directly to the first website that you will see is nvdnist.gov. So here also, like if you go into vulnerabilities and search, okay, so here as you can see, you can search with the keyword. So let's search for log4j. So as you can see, a list of log4j related vulnerabilities have been provided to you, and it also provides a CVSS score based on 3.0 and 2.0. Okay, so as you can see in the last column, so this is the additional information that you get to see. And yeah, so let's try to open one CVE and see what is the additional information that it provides. Okay, so as you can see, there are references to advisory solution and tools over here. Okay, so this is exactly what the NVD database provides us. So it provides us with the links to related advisories or solutions that provided for this vulnerability, and or any fix workaround that has been provided by somebody to uh, the product owners. Okay, so that is the main purpose of NVD. Okay, again, one thing to note is whenever there is a vulnerability is reported by a vendor or an individual or any third party to the product owner or the software owner, right? It is not directly like notified as a vulnerability in the database. First of all, like they try to identify if there is any fix or a workaround is available for that vulnerability, and if that is available, then only like it is going to be introduced into the CVE database, and it will be assigned a CVE ID. Okay, so that is the whole purpose, and the whole flow that uh, takes place for this CVE vulnerability notifications. Okay, so let us get back into our article. Okay, so right now we have seen what is CVE database and what is NVD. Okay, and what is CPSS? As I mentioned, it is a score that is calculated uh, based on the C attack that can be carried out by that vulnerability. Okay, so CVSS looks at the privileges required to exploit our vulnerability, as well as the ability for an attacker to propagate into the system. Okay, so what level of privileges he can acquire by exploiting that vulnerability, and what level of system access that he can get based on that vulnerability. So based on that, the CVSS score is calculated. Okay, so let us go further. So as I said, like here we are going to look at how we can download, extract and index CVE database, which is available in the JSON format. Okay, so first of all, to index any data, we will need some kind of search and analytic engine. So here we are going to use OpenSearch search and analytic engine to index our database, index our data. So here, as you can see, like I'm using a Docker Compose file, which is a standard file which you can get it from the OpenSearch documentation, and we need to have one thing, like in order to persist our data, we need to have a volume mount attached, like local volume that has been attached to the container. Okay, so that is for the persistence. And also, like I'm using one node cluster over here, so there is one node. Yeah, so there is one node over here, and the other service that I'm going to start is OpenSearch dashboard. Okay, so OpenSearch dashboard, it provides the web interface to visualize and analyze the data that we are going to index using OpenSearch. So okay, so that is the whole purpose of this OpenSearch tool that we are going to use in this video. Okay, so let us get go to our shell and start the OpenSearch service. So let me show you my Docker Compose file, what we have seen right now. Okay, so you can see there are two services that it is going to start: OpenSearch Node 1 and OpenSearch dashboard. Okay, so first of all, you make sure like you have your Docker service running, and then we can go ahead and start the Docker Compose services. Okay, even ignore my warning because I removed that other node as I am working on a one cluster node right now. Okay, so as you can see, like it is starting the OpenSearch node 1 and OpenSearch dashboard services. Okay, so let us go into the browser and try to launch the OpenSearch dashboard service. That is the web UI on 5601 port. Okay, so as you can see, we have launched our OpenSearch dashboard. So by default, the default password user credentials for authentication are admin. So I'll just put in, don't save. Okay, so now we are having our OpenSearch service up and running with the OpenSearch dashboard. Okay, so let us get back into our document. So we have started our OpenSearch service as first step. Let us go into our next step, that is importing modules and initializing the environment. Okay, so here actually I'm going to use a Python script in order to download, extract and index the OpenSearch, index the CVE data using OpenSearch. Okay, so for that purpose, so I'm going to use a script written in Python. So let us try to see the further details from step 2, which I'm trying to explain about the various functions that I have defined in order to like index the data and extract the data from the JSON feeds that are available online. Okay, so let us go into my script. Okay, so we are going to use 3 modules like this, that is JSON, gzip and request. Request is used to actually download the raw content of the CVE database, and we are going to extract like basically decompress it using gzip, and then from that we are going to extract the JSON content of the CVE database, CVE items that are available in the CVE database or CVE JSON file. Okay, so here is the CVE feed. Basically, like if you go into Google and try to search for CVE JSON feed. Okay, so it will take you to NVIDIA NIST data feeds. Okay, so here it actually provides you with the JSON feeds related to the CVE database, and it is available for every year starting from 2002, as you can see, and it is available for every year. And for the recent year, there are 2 additional feeds that are available, which are like CVE recent and CVE modified. Okay, which are getting updated every 2 hours, and the yearly feed that is 2021 or 2022, they are getting updated on a daily basis once. Okay, So this is where you can actually download the feed. So this is the link. So I'm going to work with the 2022 JSON feed. So as you can see, like I have the 2022 JSON feed link set as a variable CVE feed. Okay, then I am setting up some variables related to the OpenSearch. Basically, that is a base URL and the credentials. And also, like I am currently not using SSL setup, so I am going to disable the SSL check. So I am using the variable SSL check as false. Okay, so let us go further into the script and try to see what it does. So as you can see, like I am going to create an index in OpenSearch. So I am naming this as CVE index, but you can name it anything. So let us name it as CVE 2022. Okay, and we can create this index when we run the script. Okay, right now, like I'm going to explain you about the following definitions which I have created. So the first function that you can see, the definition you can see, extract CVE database. Okay, so it is going to take the link, the CVE feed as an input, and it is going to extract, download, and extract or decompress that file which is available in that uh, compressed format. Okay, so that is the whole purpose of this function. And then what we are going to do is count the CVE. Okay, so that JSON file that we are going to use actually contains a lot of CVE items in the JSON format. So we are going to count the number of CVEs that are available in that CVE database or CVE JSON feed. Okay, so that is the purpose of this definition. Okay, then once we have identified the number of CVE items that are available in that field, we are going to create an index in OpenSearch wherein we can insert or index those CVE items which we have identified in the CVE JSON feed and index it using OpenSearch. Okay, so for that, first of all, we are creating this create index, and as you can see, we are using verify SSL check as false, and we are passing the credentials and the index and the base URL of the OpenSearch service. Okay, okay, so you can see the base URL for the OpenSearch is listening on 9200 port, but the OpenSearch dashboard is listening on 5601. Okay, so let us go further and see what is the other definitions we have. So we have our data. Basically, it is going to take each CVE item and it is going to do a put request. So it is going to put that JSON item or CVE item into the index and going to provide us with the status whether it has been successful or not. Okay, so that is the purpose of add data. Get data is basically to extract the data. For time being, we are not going to use this function, but if you want, you can try to use it. Basically, you need to change this thing to, rather than retrieving the document with ID 1, we need to retrieve document based on the index that we are going to pass. So you need to change this function accordingly and try to loop through the items. Okay, so now this is the main section that gets started when we launch this script. So it is going to extract the CVE data from the CVE feed, and count the number of CVE items over here and print it. And next it is going to create the index in the OpenSearch, and then using this for loop we are going to loop through the number of items count that we have and create and try to index each CVE item that we have in the CVE data and add that into the OpenSearch for indexing. Okay, so that is the whole purpose of the script which we are going to run now. So let me save this. Okay, so as you can see I have changed the index name, so we should be having this new index created as I can say CVE index 2022. Okay, so let us try to run it. So as you can see my data has been downloaded, extracted, and it has been indexed. Okay, now let us go into our OpenSearch dashboard. Let me refresh it, and if you go into stack management, index patterns, okay, so here you can see you can create index. So as I said this index source is going to be created, so we have got this index source available. So let us create an index pattern name with the same name as the CVE index source. Okay, hit next. For now time being I'm not going to use any time fields, so I don't want to use time fields, and create the index. Okay, so it is going to take the default fields based on the CVE database. Okay, so this index is created. Now let us go into the dashboard and discover, and here you can see this new index has been created. So the number of count is 1713. So this is the last document that has been added. Okay, so we are counting from 0, so it is 1712, but the actual number of count is 1713. Okay, so this is how we can try to index the CVE database JSON feed, and it will actually extract each item and try to index it. So as you can see, the complete information related to your particular CVE item is available over here within the OpenSearch, and now you can use these filters. CVE, so let's say I want to search for severity. Okay, impact base 3 base matrix CPSS base matrix severity 3, which is critical. Okay, so let us search. So you can see it has provided us with the information related to the critical CVE items that are currently available, and the complete information related to them. Okay, so this is, you can see, is the critical in severity. And again one more description, one more filter that you can add is description data value So let's say so let's say we want to search for all the Jenkins critical items. There are no Jenkins critical items. Edit filter. So let's say for Apache. Okay, so we have some of the critical items related to the Apache. So as you can see from the description, by design JDBC adapter log4j SQL statement. So you can follow this description and it will provide you more information about the CVE. So this is how you can actually look for the information that you have indexed using OpenSearch. Okay. So yeah, so that is all for this video. I wanted to show you, like, basically the intent was to show to provide you some information about the CVE and NST NVD database, and how we can find the feeds and try to download, extract, and index that CVE feed using the OpenSearch. Okay, so yeah, that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Thank you all. Thanks for watching this video, and you guys have a great day.